Good morning, or maybe good afternoon, depending on when you watch this, or maybe even good evening if you're watching it at night. For me, it's morning right now. I am back with some more poems from Shel Silverstein. So yesterday I read a few poems from Shel Silverstein's book titled A Light in the Attic. He is the author and illustrator for these poems. And if you didn't watch yesterday's video, you can go back and see that. But I'm going to continue reading a couple more poems. Again, he's one of my favorite authors. I've been reading Shel Silverstein since I was a little girl. And I just think he's so entertaining, sometimes so silly. And there are some times where his poems really make you think. Today I'm going to read Bear in There. There's a polar bear in our Frigidaire. What do you think Frigidaire is? It's your refrigerator. He likes it because it's cold in there. With his seat in the meat, and his face in the fish, and his big hairy paws in the buttery dish. He's nibbling the noodles, he's munching the rice, he's slurping the soda, he's licking the ice. And he lets out a roar if you open the door. And it gives me a scare to know he's in there, that polary bear in our Frigidaire. Look at the picture of him in there. He's really relaxed in there. I mean, it makes sense that he likes to be in the refrigerator because what habitat do polar bears live in? The Arctic habitat. It needs to be very cold for them, right? So I guess if there was a polar bear living in a house, which doesn't seem very possible, he would want to be in the refrigerator. And the next one I'm going to read is called Herc. I'd rather play tennis than go to the dentist. I'd rather play soccer than go to the doctor. I'd rather play Herc than go to work. Herc? Herc? What's Herc? I don't know, but it must be better than work. And one more, since it's on the next page. It's called Anchored. Our anchor's too big for our ship. Do you know what an anchor is? An anchor is a big, heavy piece of metal or steel that boats have or ships have. And when the ship wants to stop and not go anywhere, they lower the anchor way down into the ocean so that it can keep it from moving. Our anchor's too big for our ship, so we're sitting here trying to think. If we leave it behind, we'll be lost. If we haul it on board, we will sink. Haul it on board means to put it on the boat with them. If we sit and keep talking about it, it will soon be too late for our trip. It sure can be rough on a sailor when the anchor's too big for the ship. So there's no real picture for Herc, but there is a picture for the anchor one. So they had a dilemma or a problem. If they put the anchor down, they don't get to go anywhere. If they try to put the anchor in their ship, it's too heavy and too big for their boat, so it will break it. What do you think you'd do? Maybe you can write about it. So that's it for our Shel Silverstein poems for today. But, like I told you, there's so many in here that I will be reading the Shel Silverstein poems for a while. And I also have 2 other Shel Silverstein poem books that have some really good poems in them. So, check back and have a good day. Bye.